I am Shongita Paja, Assistant Professor of Bengal School of Technology, a College of Pharmacy, Sugandha, Hooghly. Dear students, today I discuss about a topic on drug interactions. First of all, a drug interaction is an interaction between a drug or some other substances, such as another drug or a certain type of food, which leads to interaction that could manifest as an increase or decrease in the effectiveness or an adverse drug reactions or a totally new side effect that is not seen with either drug alone that can be severe enough to alter the clinical response. Every time a drug is administered with any other prescription medicine, over the counter products, herbal drugs, or even food, we expose ourselves to the risk of a potentially dangerous interactions. Now, understanding these potential reactions and their mechanisms help us to navigate or find out the hazardous effect of combined drugs with other medicines, food, herbal products, and vitamins confidently. Now, drug interactions are thus mostly undesirable, but rarely desirable or beneficial. For example, enhancement of activity of penicillin when we administered with probenecid. Now, the types of drug interactions. Most common drug interactions are drug-drug interactions and drug-food interactions. Drug-drug interactions also classified pharmacokinetic interactions and pharmacodynamic interactions. Pharmacokinetic refers to the movement of drug throughout the body, basically ADME process. ADME means absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion. Now, pharmacodynamic refers to the body's biological response to the drugs. Now, drug-drug interactions. Drug-drug interactions occur when two or more drugs react with each other. These drug-drug interactions may cause you to experience an unexpected side effect. For example, mixing a drug you take to help you sleep, such as sedative, and a drug you take for allergies, such as antihistamine, can slow your reactions, make driving a car and operating machinery dangerous. Now, interaction between drugs may be beneficial or harmful. Now, harmful drug-drug interactions are more important because 10 to 20% of the adverse drug reactions requiring hospitalization, so they can be avoided. Now, the mechanisms of drug-drug interactions. First of all, pharmacokinetic drug-drug interactions and pharmacodynamic drug-drug interactions. Pharmacokinetic drug-drug interactions occur when one drug changes the systemic concentration of another drug and altering how much and for how long it is present at the site of actions. Systemic concentration means amount of drug present in systemic circulation or blood. Now, pharmacodynamic drug-drug interactions occur when interacting drugs have either additive effects, in which case the overall effect is increased, or opposing effects, and in which case the overall effect is decreased or even totally cancelled out. Now, pharmacokinetic drug-drug interactions. Pharmacokinetic means what the body does to the drug, and these interactions occur when one drug alters the concentration of another drug with clinical consequence. Now, pharmacokinetic interactions occur when the absorption, distribution, metabolism, or elimination process of a drug is altered. Now, alteration of gastrointestinal absorption. First of all, alteration of gastrointestinal pH. Many drugs are weak acid or weakly basic. The pH of the gastrointestinal tract may influence the site at which absorption takes place and the extent of absorption of a drug. Now, the non-ionized or unionized form of a drug, which is more lipid soluble, and is rapidly absorbed than the ionized form of a drug. Now we know that our biological membrane is lipoidal in nature, so unionized drug is easily permeate through the membrane, and absorption of a drug also enhanced or increased. Now, for example, quaternary amount compounds remain ionized throughout the gastrointestinal tract and are unpredictably absorbed. Neostigmine, it is a quaternary ammonium compound that can be given orally, but much higher doses are needed than when it is given parenterally. Because when a drug is administered via parenteral route, then the drug is directly reaches into the systemic circulation, so that there is no effect of alteration of pH in the GIT. Second one, interactions between pentobarbital with antacids. Acidic drugs are absorbed from upper region of the gastrointestinal tract having low pH, where they exist mostly non-ionized forms. An antacid will raise the pH of the gastrointestinal tract, so the absorption of acidic drug can be delayed or partially inhibited, and so antacids may hence delay the absorption of pentobarbital. Next one, interactions between a pseudoephedrine and antacids. Pseudoephedrine is a weak base. In presence of antacids, it remains in the unionized form. Hence, its absorption is increased. Now, interactions between aspirin and antacids. Aspirin is an acidic drug. In presence of antacid, absorption of aspirin will decrease. Last one now, interactions between bisacodil and antacids. The oral dosage form of laxative bisacodil, also known as Dalcolex, are enteric coated because they can be extremely irritating. This agent should not be given orally with an hour or an hour of antacid therapy, because an increase in GI pH may cause disintegration of enteric coating in the stomach, resulting in release of the drug could cause irritation. Complexation and adsorption. First one, the interaction between tetracycline with metal ions. Tetracycline can combine with metal ions such as calcium, magnesium, aluminium, ferrous or ferric ions in the gastrointestinal tract to form complexes that are poorly adsorbed. So, tetracycline should not be administered with milk. Otherwise, dietary items containing heavy metals, drugs like antacids, iron preparation products containing calcium should be avoided. Now, antidiarrheal mixtures and antacids like kaolin and pectin mixtures. This mixture can be absorbed toxic substances which are responsible for causing diarrhea. They might also be capable of absorbing certain medication like digoxin, tetracycline that are administered concurrently, resulting in decreased absorption. Third one, alteration of GI motility and rate of gastric emptying. First of all, a cathartic drugs by increasing GI motility may increase the rate at which another drug passes through GIT, means gastrointestinal tract. This could result in decreased absorption of drugs, particularly that are slowly absorbed, or may require prolonged contact time with absorbing surface, or those which are absorbed at a particular site along with the gastrointestinal tract. For example, enteric coated tablets and sustained release formulations. Likewise, anticholinergics will decrease GI motility and peristalsis, and also may decrease the dissolution rate and consequently absorption of the drug. Now, slowing the gastric emptying rate may delay the absorption from small intestine. While, as in some cases, drug absorption may increase if it is retained at a particular place for a long duration of time. For example, anticholinergics as propanthelin can cause increase in total amount of riboflavin absorption is primarily delayed due to slow gastric emptying rate, whereas overall absorption is increased due to longer retention at gastrointestinal tract. Now, effect of surfactants. Surfactants can influence the rate and extent of absorption of certain drugs. Now, surfactants can exhibit the interactions between the biological membrane and modification of membrane permeability and interactions with the drug or with the dosage form. For example, dialkyl sodium sulfosuccinate increase the absorption of mineral oil, so it should not be administered frequently. Now, the inhibition of GI enzyme. Folic acid is present in dietary sources in the form of polyglutamate. It is absorbed as monoglutamate by the action of an intestinal conjugate enzyme. So, phenytoin inhibits the enzyme. So, folic acid deficiency occurs and anemia have been reported. Now, malabsorption states. Certain drugs such as neomycin, aminosalicylic acid, cholestyramine have been reported to cause malabsorption that results in decreased absorption of vitamins, nutrients from the gastrointestinal tract.